Alright guys, today we're going to do a carburetor and fuel lines on a Craftsman blower. This is a Craftsman 25cc. It's 250 mile per hour, 470 CFM, simpul technology. I don't see any actual model number, but when I ordered the, we got it up here. SKU number, family. Yeah, I think it's just 25cc is the actual model number. Because that's what I typed in and I got the part for. There's the serial number and everything right there. Alright, all the parts get out. I'll put it in the description. Just click the link. Everything comes in the kit. It's super cheap. It's everything you need. There's fuel lines. Both sizes, gaskets, primer balls, plug, filter, everything you need to do this job. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is pop this air filter cover off. Just push this button in and it pulls right off. Pop it out of the way. It's fighting me. Get out of there. Yeah. Pull the air filter off. Then there's going to be two, looks like 5mm, maybe 4, but I think 5mm Allen wrenches, just Allen wrench bolts. Just pop them out. This comes right out, no big deal. The fuel lines on this are dry rotted right off. It's not even a hard one. We're going to pop this off, bring it. See, it's like an S turn on this. Just give it a little turn, it comes off. I'm going to pop this old gasket off. I may reuse this old gasket because it's got like a heat shield on it too. The new gaskets will work. So if this old gasket is toast, the new gaskets will work too. It'll work just fine. No big deal. I was going to use the old gasket. Alright, so pop the gas cap off of this. We need to get the old gas. Oh, that popped off. This just clicks right back in place. And push it down with a flathead screwdriver. Dump the old gas out of there. Get all the if you look down in there, you can see there's the old fuel filter, old fuel line, stuff like that's in there. Get all that dirt, everything right on out of there. Clean it right up good. So this kit came with big line and thin line. So I guess some of these may have thin line and fat line. This one's got both of them are fat line. So we're going to cut this to a point. Just like that. I'm going to stick it in the right hand one. And I like to reach in with my needle nose and grab it all the way out. Cut the tip off. And put the new filter on it. Filter back down in all the way until it's on the bottom of the tank. We're going to cut this one off a little bit long. I know that it's going to go to the bottom of this, so I'll bring it up to, you know, somewhere up here like that. Just cut it off there, just like that. Then we're going to cut this into a point again, stick it in the left hand side, and we're going to pull it through, but this time only about an inch. Leave that one long, that way we know that's the return line and the shorter one's the fuel line. We're going to pop the bolts through the air filter assembly in the carburetor. You'll see this to be up the same end as the choke. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't right. Hold on. We're back ass halfwards. Alright, it's going to go on like that. Alright, choke's up into this hole. Alright, that's better. Then we're going to go ahead and link in the throttle arm. We're just going to set it into it and then twist it up. Set in and twist it up. Throttle's hooked up. Now we're going to get the gasket. I'm going to use the old one, and we're going to set it down in there and get the bolts through the gasket. Make sure that this hole is facing out. Right? I think so. Yeah, that hole is facing out. Wait, let me double check this. Yeah. That hole's facing out. This hole right here has to face out. That's the vacuum line that runs the fuel pump in your carburetor. I get it screwed into place. Do you see we got it? The closest to the primer ball is the return. The one furthest away from the primer ball is the one that takes the fuel line. So the short line goes to the furthest away from the primer ball. It just was the lights messing with it. So that bottom one, the one furthest from the primer ball, is the one that goes to the short line that's got the fuel filter. Just like that. Then we're going to cut this long one down to length, down to size, and stab it on the other one. Just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and spin this around and get the bolts lined up to the intake manifold and then tighten it down. These are a little too long. We can either pull them off, cut some off, or you can just reach right down in the gas tank and pull them to where they're a little bit shorter. You ain't got to go too much short, just enough to where you don't think the line's going to kink anymore. You know, just nice smooth bends in them. You don't want it too far, the filter to be too far down in the tank either. That should be good right there. Alright, we're going to go, we got this all tightened down. Check the throttle, check the choke. It's all seems to be working fine. We're going to go ahead and put some gas in this and see if it primes. Gas in there. We're going to prime it up. And as you prime it, if you look down in there, you'll see the fuel come up and in. So you know it's coming up through the line with the filter. In there, it's filled up the primer ball. Perfect. Alright, put the gas cap back on. Here at Bog Out, it needs a slight carburetor adjustment. I'm going to do that on a whole nother video. That'll be the next video in. Sometimes these need a carburetor adjustment. It's going to be the one closest to the filter. You're going to turn it counterclockwise, barely any, maybe a quarter turn, and it should come right up where it doesn't bog down anymore. So we're going to put the air filter back on, and then this back on. Boom, just like that, and that's it. Alright guys, I'll put again the parts in the description below. Just click on the link, it'll take you right to them. If this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I will do the next video, will be me adjusting the carburetor on this. Peace.